Just a second.
Okay, we'll wait for another minute, then we'll start. Okay. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, visible.
Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. Yeah. So we are talking about management by objective. So here the motto is, so the management has to involve the managers and the staff while defining the goals, so that the people are aware about those goals because they have committed for it. The theory is, okay, the people will be more interested and they will work hard towards achieving that goal. So here, how the process should be, the nature of this management by objective. So basically, it is a system approach integrating all employees for goal setting. So here, they will take all employees together while defining goal setting and the towards achievement also. It is not about only setting till the achievement. They will mingle or they will take all the people together. And it is in a behaviorist approach where the human element is recognized at each level. So here they believe the humans are very critical for their operations. They are very crucial resource in the process. And it is a democratic approach because it is participative. So yesterday we have seen autocratic and democratic. Autocratic, what has happened in autocratic? Who is strong in autocratic? अभी पता चलेगा. You people are hearing or listening?
Management.
Sorry?
Management.
Management is strong in autocratic.
Yes.
Okay, democratic?
The opposite. The people who are executing the job.
Okay, yeah, somehow you got the point. Thanks, Santosh. So in autocratic, the supervisor authority is very high. In democratic, the subordinates role is very high. In the sense, in the democratic, the supervisor's authority is very less comparatively in autocratic. Okay. So I have shown you a small table by crossing, making it as a triangle. So basically it measured the result with the standards and also prescribed and suggest the corrective measures. And also it focuses on goals of the individuals and the organization. So what is the individual goals? So individual goals will be our KPIs, and organized goals will be the production or turnover, whatever it is. And it has autonomous control because employees are not controlled from outside, but they themselves evaluate their performance in terms of predetermined goals and devise corrective measures if their performance is below the norms. So automatically, the control, it is there, inbuilt control in the sense. Hence, myself, I have written all my goals. I do this, I'll perform this, I've done that, I'm going to do this, all these sort of things you have written. And so you inbuilt, you'll have the features. So in the offices, in the organizations also will have self-goal setting. So that kind of approach. And it boosts up the employees' morale and motivation because they are called for participation. Because this nature of this MBO is, it is completely people-oriented, people-driven. Here the humans are treated an essential resource for the achieving organization goals. So they will be, employees' morale will be very high, and also they'll be motivated. Now we'll see process of this MBO. So how it is works. So it is basically starts with setting up of objectives of the organization. And then it has been divided into the departmental goals. Then further it is cascaded down to the individual goals. Then they will develop the action plans. So what has happened, that's why, as I mentioned, so whatever the activity you are doing, it should always focus on the company's goal. As I mentioned in the first statement, whatever the activity you are performing, it should be directed toward the objective of whole business. That is not for your individual goal, or it is not for your departmental goal. Then they will implement the plans, then take periodic reviews like performance reviews or MRM reviews, management reviews. Then appraise the results, then take corrective actions for improvement. So this is how the cycle happens, the process of MBO. Now we'll see the advantages and limitations of this MBO. So advantage will be a better management. So whenever the better management only can do this kind of thing. And synchronization of objectives, how it is synchronized? The personal goals, it is synchronized with the departmental goals. Department goals are syncing with the organizational goals. So whatever the person he is performing, it is directly works towards the organizational goal. And it motivates the people, and evaluation of results, it will give the system or approach, or it will give some sort of a practice towards evaluation and development of managers, then improvement in the superior and subordinate relationship, because they know what to do, and they have clear instructions or the defined roles and responsibilities and accountabilities and their defined goals. So they'll have a better relationship. There is no confusion in their day-to-day activities. Now we'll see some limitations. For every practice, definitely there is a limitation. So here the limitations are difficulty for introducing for attainment of changes. So in case of any changes happens, again, you are also involving more people. Again, it is a bit difficult task to change or to bring the changes. Difficulty in setting goals, yes, as usual. So maybe in the, as per my understanding, maybe managers have been involved. Staff, I don't think so, will involve in the goal setting in the organization level. Too much emphasis on the results, then pressure on achieved as desired, automatically the pressure increases. Hence, it is the employees also involved as per the practice. And too high expectations, also one limitation. So the limitation, if the expectations are less, it is fine. Otherwise, high expectations also one of the limitation. You should understand whether it is realistic, whatever the objectives or goals we have set, whether they're realistic, it is fine. Otherwise, it is also going to be an issue. Neglect of some important goals. Sometimes it is used to happen, or they may forget, or they may oversee such kind of things. Not useful for all. It is not suitable for all, and also rigidity also one of the limitation. Once you are fixed, or once you are identified any goals, you're not ready to change, or you're not ready to do some alterations to it. These are the few limitations to this practice. Now we'll see where this MBO fix, or where this MBO sets for safety. So the concept is MBO is much more useful in the setting of all the goals with respect to safety, because it is a participative approach, and also safety being everybody's duty and everybody's target, this approach is best fitting for safety management. So how it is fitting? So safety goals are always the goals of organization, which is decided by the safety department. There may be a safety policy, some million man hours work without an accident, clean environment at all workplaces, and productivity with safety, hazard detection and removal, maintenance of guards and safety devices, and use of safety equipment, and accident reporting, detailed investigations, and record for cost, and also lessons learned from that accidents. So for the safety, MBO is the best practice to implement. Hence, it is a participative approach. That's where I always suggest that whenever you're doing accident investigation, you should ask the people, you should involve more and more people, so that you will get you can find the real root cause of it. Even while doing risk assessments also, you should involve more and more. You should take n number of what you call opinions, and also while writing an SOPs or work instructions, even do's and don'ts also, I always recommend you have to touch the least bottom people who are really putting their hands to execute the activities. They are the real resource for drafting such kind of safety practices. Okay, next. And also it is safety inspections and control techniques, and even committee meetings or objectives, and ergonomic improvements. So this ergonomic we have in IS 102. There we'll have detailed discussion. It is nothing but how you are fixing a job to a person, not fixing a person to the job. Here you are making the workplace a more convenient to the employee, and occupational health and hygiene compliance of statutory provisions, in the sense 100% compliance with respect to the legal requirements, and formation of other safety rules and specific works, SOPs, etc. Induction, ongoing, and periodical safety programs. So these all the activities are people driven or participative approach, which involves in these activities. Okay. Okay. With this, we have done this topic. If you have any questions, meanwhile, you can ask me. Meanwhile, I'll take up the other topic. With this, we have completed the five functions of management. Yeah, I think this topic will be finished in time. Okay. So once you're able to see my screen, please say yes in chat box. Okay, thank you, Shakil. Yeah, so this is linking to this the last MBO topic, management by objective. Here we talk about the employees' participation. So if we see participation of employees in safety, so what are the various situations or various activities the employees used to contribute or employees used to participate?
Safety committee meetings.
Oh, okay, very good.
Mock drills.
Okay, training programs.
Training program.
Safety suggestions.
Okay, safety suggestions.
Reporting unsafe act conditions, near misses.
Unsafe actions, unsafe conditions. Okay, very good. I think my job is becoming easy for the second class. I think most of the topics you people have known, it seems. Fine.
Training related to safety.
Okay, training programs. Okay, what is the purpose of this participation? Why we need people participation in safety? If they are not participating, what will happen? What is the real benefit if
It is
they get if they participate?
They will not get about safety, sir.
Okay, if they not participate, they don't know about safety.
it is to aware all the people who's working in the field should have the safety system details of what they are having hazard with them. So it is main motto of that participation is there.
Safety
Okay.
is not a concern of the workplace. Safety is among our home, as well as the road safety, as well as some special safety. So all our safety in our comes to our blood. So in actual platform.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yeah, Naik.
So at the end, if employees are not participating, then our ultimate safety goals we cannot achieve.
Okay, so if they're not participating, definitely will not achieve the company's overall goal because they are not aware about the things or the situations which are there. They are not aware, resulting there might be the chances of accidents and ultimately it resulting into the lockdowns or the production loss hours, damage to property, damage to environment, so many penalties, then implementation of the corrective actions, so many overheads will be there. Okay, fine. So this also you people have answered. Thank you so much. So basically, the purpose of the participation is the employees are the major workforce working under the hazards, and some know the hazards, and some of them they do not. That is the one key area, or one is the key requirement why they should participate in safety related activities, because they are the people they works with hazardous materials, hazardous equipment, hazardous tools, hazardous machines or dangerous machines, etc. So it is a great important that they must realize that they would be the first victim of any accident. They should understand if something is happening, something went wrong, who is going to become a victim? The person who is performing the job, not the safety officer, not the supervisor, not the manager. Because these people are overseeing the performance of the person who is executing that activity. They might be there sometimes, they might not be there, but the chances are very less. Ultimately, the person who is performing the activity, he is going to be victim. They should realize that. They should believe that. They should understand that. Whenever you are giving any training program, you have to insist twice and thrice. If something is happening, what is going to be next tomorrow? And their safety awareness of all accident prevention work is in their interest, and also therefore their active participation is showing hazard and also helping in removing them by the joint efforts of management and all the employees is most desirable. So to prevention of these accidents, their involvement is crucial. So that the management and the workers come together to minimize the hazards. So in the section 41G, the Factories Act speaks about the workers' participation. Already somebody has mentioned, which is a safety committee. And also other one, the right of workers to warn about imminent danger is also created by section 41H and also 111A of Factories Act. Okay, and also rules section 108. So these are the various requirements where it talks about employees' participation. Now we'll see where and all they will participate. One is setting of safety goals and training programs, as we seen in MBO, and design and improvement standard operating procedures, as I mentioned, while operating SOPs and work instructions. Appraisal of progress towards goals, and to give, collect, and discuss safety suggestions and also implement which are necessary. Rewards for good suggestions boost up the motivation of for the participation. Like already we have seen, we have discussed, giving safety suggestions or near miss reporting, unsafe action reporting, unsafe conditions reporting. So what we have to do, if you receive such kind of participation from people, definitely it should be recognized. Otherwise, they won't feel motivated. They won't feel interest on giving the information to safety. So we always recognize and reward such a kind of participation to get more and more inputs. Now we'll see methods of participation. So Rensis has described the 4 types of management systems in the participation: exploitative, and also benevolent, authoritative, consultative, and participative. So if we see the last one, approach is the participative approach is adopted by many countries, and also the joint efforts of workers have resulted in reducing accidents. Among all those, out of 4, the last one is the most appropriate and which is most effective way of participation to get the good results. Okay. For this, a training is a necessary control to prevent the accident. There we have a training need identification for all the departments and training calendar. We'll conduct the training, we'll do evaluation, we'll do retrain. This is about all participation of employees in the training programs. And other one is safety committee. So already we have seen the applicability of it, and even we have seen formation, tenure, and rights of this committee. I think it is need not have again a repetition. Then safety suggestion scheme. This is also one of the area where they will participate for suggestion schemes. To be successful, it is advisable that employees' efforts must be acknowledged, and even if the suggestion is not adopted. So all the suggestions are not adaptable. Maybe if it's are not important, or sometimes maybe it is costly, or sometimes those suggestions are not realistic, even though we have to acknowledge them. So instead of giving 500 rupees for the best suggestion, for all the participants, we can give a piece of pen. And it must be given careful consideration for all the suggestions. We should not ignore. But one ignorance will lead to collapse of complete system. He can motivate others also. So no suggestions will be ignored. And good suggestions should be rewarded among others to encourage them to participate. And written suggestions are best, but the oral or telephonic should be followed. Sometimes the context of the submitting good suggestions provides useful information and also stimulates such efforts, because everybody don't know the writing, maybe the illiterate people, but they have very good skill. They will give the very good suggestions. In the system, effectively accepted by the Japanese management, we can use the boxes or forms can also be used to collect these suggestions. That's where we used to put a safety suggestion box to collect all these suggestions. Even we can create a small kind of a template to write their names and employee ID, where they can give the description of suggestion and also what will be the benefit out of implementing these suggestions, so that they can write and keep, or they can take somebody's help. And even sometimes they can directly come to the safety officer and he will explain the suggestion. Even the safety officer can himself write and put in the box. Then safety competitions. So these competitions we usually conduct in the Environmental Day celebrations or National Safety Week celebrations, etc. There may be an individual competitions or group competitions where the individual workers takes a part in the competition, and award is given by the comparing individual performance, like any script or any skit or any other performance. And the group will be like group performance in part of any quiz, etc. The groups will be compared. Even the do is example of best housekeeping. Maybe we can do a comparison or 5S implementation. So we can give it for a group. Then incentive schemes. So incentive schemes or financial incentive schemes and non-financial incentive schemes. So this also where the people will participate. The financial reward will be a most useful suggestion for our activity in safety is the commonest method. Mostly in the Gulf also I have seen, if you're giving any best near miss, they will give 50 riyal when I was working in 2018 in the Gulf. So we used to get opportunity once in a month or twice in a month. They used to have books itself. They will print a book. You can tear off that suggestion and you can give it to the group safety head, so that they will evaluate and they will announce in the month end. And the non-financial incentives will be maybe a trophy, memento, certificates, merits, public honor will call among the group and we can prize him. And also any kit, a symbol of recognition, or giving some different color hat, or we are giving extra position or designation. So that is a non-financial incentives. And other participation is other ways, safety quiz. This is one of the type of competition again and contest. It can be conducted by asking so many questions. Quiz itself, it is a kind of question and answer session. So there may be a group of people, they sit together. There we can give the questions, or sometimes we can give the question paper also for the individuals. So with the quiz, what will happen there, we can touch the wide area of safety in a short time, and also the participation looks like, because the group, if you say 6 or 7 people in a group, if you say 6-7 groups, there we can cover largely 50 members. So those 50 members can discuss again with the other people who are not participating in the leisure time, so that there we can get a good result and we can cover the large safety topics. Then audio visual publicity. So where the trainee tends to remember 50% of what he sees and hears, and 70% of what he sees and talk. So whatever you are listening here, you should be able to talk, you should be able to remember, you should be able to recap tomorrow, maybe in the leisure time and the free time. Or the best way is, what I suggest is, maybe if you get time in your office, you just try to recall what are the concepts we have discussed, or what are the pointers we have discussed in the class. So that is more than enough. You need not to prepare again and again. Once you see the presentation after I issuing this, so that you will remember everything. And this is possible by audiovisual aids and also television or any video effectively reproduces the actual happening. So we used to present some kind of video clips, especially in the canteens and the public areas, so that the people will remember or recall the safety requirements. Therefore, safety education training by safety films or TV is the most powerful method. Even ourselves, if you see, we can able to explain the 3 hours movie, and we can't able to explain even 3-4 page document. We can't able to remember, because that's why the visualization it is widely accepted, and also it will sits in our memory easily instead of reading. That's why the video visuals are so important. So wherever possible, we can try to implement such kind of systems in place so that we can improve the safety culture. Okay, that's all from my end. We have another 3 minutes. If you have any questions, we can discuss. So this, whatever the presentations of yesterday and today, I'll share it today. Hopefully you will receive tomorrow. Comes to tomorrow's topic. Tomorrow we'll cover safety education and training. Then we'll see monitoring for safety, health, and environment. These 2 topics we can cover tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, in addition to that, just our innovative,
Please.
we have app for safety suggestion, unsafe condition, unsafe act. We have tested one scanner on our notice board. Anyone, employee or contract employee, he can scan that scanner from his mobile. That app will open, and he will log safety suggestion, unsafe condition, unsafe act. So, and it is action being taken. So that we have installed.
Okay, thank you, sir. That is there. Even I also seen that actually. So I think it is possible wherever they can carry their mobiles. I don't know. What kind of industry you're working in. So most of the industries they won't allow the mobile phones actually. Maybe in part of secrecy or in part of.
We also do not allow normal mobile phones. We have intrinsically phones. But as we have pasted it on our notice board at main gate. Main gate, they have their mobile phones.
Okay.
And
Yeah. While going out, they can.
Yeah.
Okay. Enter the suggestion.
Yes.
Okay. That's great.
Exactly.
Good.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Sir, one question regarding categorization of industries. I come to know that we are under MAH category. What would be the basis for this categorization?
MH category, I think there are 3 schedules. It's based on the type of chemical you're using and also the threshold quantities you are storing or you are processing. That is the limitation actually. There is MH installation, one standard is there. That is also one of the legal requirement. It talks about the overall quantity you're storing and also the threshold, type of chemical and threshold. These 2 what is mean all requirements will be fall under MH installation. Even it
Is there any chance
that
to this also?
no, that's what I mentioned. It majorly categorized into the quantity and type of chemical. Maybe for example, I'll take a chlorine. The limit which is there for 1 to 10 tons. If you are storing below the 10 tons, maybe you may out of the scope. If you are storing 10 tons, even if they consider the chemical which is there in the pipe